Hey guys, it's Gabby. Today I'm going to be showing you some easy nail art designs you could do right at home. For all of these, I went with a light blue minty color palette and I love them so much. So very excited to show you, and all of the colors I'm using you can find at Sally Beauty. Getting right into the first look, I'm starting off with OPI's Baby Take a Vow as my base coat. I love this base. It's a perfect, just sheer base, barely there, but great for a French, which we're doing here. After that, I'm going in with a top coat. You do want to try to use a quick dry top coat if you can, just to make this a little bit faster. And then I'll wait about 10 to 15 minutes to make sure that is completely dry. After that, I'm going to be using a French tip nail vinyl. You don't have to, you can also freehand it, but this just makes it so much easier. I love these, I've been using them for years. And then I'm going to go in with Koki Citrus Splash. This one, also a favorite. I have been using this for years as well, and it's so good. It is the perfect minty light blue. Just so pretty. This on its own, you could really just paint your nails with this color and be good. But for this look, I'm going to fill in just the top area above the tape, and as soon as I'm done, I'm going to remove that tape, pulling it towards the wet nail polish. You do not want this nail polish to dry, so try to work quickly, but not too quick to where you're getting nail polish everywhere. And then I'm just going to repeat this on all of my other nails using different shades of blue. This one right here is Sally Hansen Mint Me in St. Louis. This one just reminds me of the beach. I just want to go on vacation. I think that's why I was really into the blues for this video. It doesn't even have to be a vacation, actually. I think I just want to go to the beach and have summer and warm weather, which we're almost there, so very excited. This OPI right here is another one I've had for years. It's a staple for me. This is Susie Without a Paddle, just another good light blue. These are all similar vibes but very different, so it just depends on what blue look you're going for, and I couldn't decide. That's why I ended up doing multiple colors. Here's how it looks with the different blues side by side. It is so cute. It's simple, but you really cannot go wrong with a French. I will always go back to a French. It's so good. So I'm going to finish that off with a top coat, and here is the final look. So you can stop here, but I've been wanting to do stripes on a French tip. I've never done them horizontal, at least that I can think of off the top of my head. So wanted to try that. I went ahead and applied the top coat and let it dry again. I promise it sounds like it takes a long time. It doesn't take too long. And then I'm going to lay some striping tape here to help me create my stripes. You do have the option to freehand this, but I don't know. I was just in a tape mood when I did these designs. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the different areas with the same blues that I used for the tips, just mix and matching it. I didn't really have a plan here because I wanted each nail to be a little bit different. And you can see here, I'm struggling with the tape. If this happens, you could just use your fingers to pull it off instead, because again, you want to get it off before that polish dries. I'm going to continue on to my other nails. I ended up doing a variety of thicker lines, thinner lines, because I didn't want it to look too busy, but I just wanted to give the French a little something. And at this point, I was a little unsure how this would turn out, but I kept going with it, and I am so happy I did. I ended up loving these. I don't know which one I like more, and I feel like I can't compare them. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just me. Regardless, here's the final look. I love this. I know I get excited over every design, but I really do love this one. After doing this design, it put me in a stripe mood, and I know stripes can be a little basic, but I'm okay with that. I think basic designs done in different ways look so good. So I'm going to show you another stripe mani. For this one, I started with Susie Without a Paddle as my base color, and then I'm going to put a quick dry top coat on top, let that dry for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I always like to check it by just taking my finger and rubbing it against my nail. If it starts making any subtle dents or you can tell it's a little sticky, give it a few more minutes before putting on your tape. My vision for this was a pool towel. I wanted this to be a pool towel on my nails, and I think I did this really good. So for the stripes, I'm going to be using OPI's Alpine Snow. This is the best white. That's all I have to say. Look how good that looks. Opaque, one coat, applied smoothly. I did that, and then I'm going to take off the tape immediately. Make sure if you're using tape, you pull it towards the wet polish, mainly because if you pull it away from it, it could pull the polish with it and not give you as clean of lines. You can do this one without the tape as well. If you do, I recommend using the brush as the width of your stripe. So basically, you'll just swipe the brush going up the nail 2 times. I hope that makes sense, but I'm going to go ahead and repeat this on my other nails. This was so satisfying. This design wins as most satisfying, and this is also my favorite. It's so cute. I'm just going to watch this. I'm going to play music here. I'm back. I hope you guys enjoyed that break. I just felt like there needed to be music so we could just enjoy that design together. And here is the final look. This would also be really cute matte. I've been actually using a lot of glossy top coats lately. I don't know if anybody has noticed, but you know, I change things up a little bit sometimes. Moving on to the next design, we're doing an ombre. This is one of my favorite techniques to do. So what you're gonna need is a makeup sponge or cosmetic wedge, and you're gonna apply your colors to the sponge. So for this, I'm gonna be using Koki Citrus Splash, and then I'm also gonna apply my base coat, which is the Baby Take a Vow Sheer Base. This isn't gonna show up much, but it does help the color to blend. So once I apply that to the sponge, I'm gonna dab that onto my nail, basically just bouncing the sponge along the tip of my nail, and then I'm gonna slowly bring it down. So the goal of an ombre is to get it opaque towards the tip, free edge of your nail, and then let it fade as it goes down. So I start at the tip and then I slowly work it down. You don't want to go too low because you don't want the entire nail to be blue. So after doing that a few times, I'm going to refill my sponge and repeat this step. It does depend on what colors I'm using, but usually I'll do this 2 to 3 times. And a few tips here. When you do each layer, give it about a minute to dry in between just so it can actually build up. If you go too quickly, the base isn't dry, it's gonna just pick up the previous layer. So give it a minute in between each layer of ombre sponging. Another tip, if you notice the sponge is starting to dry out and there's no more nail polish transferring onto your nails, you want to stop and refill it. That's usually the time where if you keep sponging it and it's a dry sponge, little pieces of the sponge are going to start slowly getting on the nail. So if you notice it gets like bumpy, chunky, then that's usually why. Once you're done with your ombre, you can go ahead, add your top coat and be done. But I really just wanted to add polka dots to this. I don't know why. This was really a why not moment that I had here. So I added polka dots. This is really optional, but I'm using a dotting tool to do this. You can also use a bobby pin, and that dot near the cuticle that ran into the cuticle on my skin a little bit, I'm going to show you how I fix that because that can happen. It does happen, especially when you're getting around the outer edge and corners of your nail. I will handle the dot in a few different ways just depending on where it is. For this one, I took a toothpick and I basically scraped a little bit of it to divide it from my cuticle area just to give my brush room to actually get the nail polish off. And then I'm just going in with an angled brush and some nail polish remover and just gently wiping away some of that polish. I did wipe away a little bit more of the dot than I wanted, so I just went back with a small brush and added a little bit to my dot. So that's how I fixed that. You wouldn't even know it happened. And then I'm gonna finish this off with a top coat. Here is the final look. You can find all the nail polish I used at Sally Beauty. I'll also link it for you guys. Let me know which design is your favorite, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.